Welcome to The Last Scout Show. I am your host, The Last Scout. Being brought to you from the Okeechobee Frontier Studios, from the Missouri-Kansas border, out in small-town rural America. The Last Scout Show is a production of Okeechobee Productions and LSR Radio. Boy, what have we got going on? What a Twitter war. What a Twitter war that took place this weekend. Between the President and Comey, between the President and Brennan. Man, can you believe the audacity of the former CIA director? Who could believe that John Brennan, the former CIA director, sent a Twitter out like he did, threatening President Trump, and then that cheerleading Marxist freak that used to be at the UN, our ambassador Samantha Power. Oh my God. She had to throw her 2 cents worth in to be afraid of Brennan. I don't know. I just don't know. But that's okay. Here in middle America, rural America, we got our eyes on things. We're watching on what's going on in the world. We do think beyond taking care of horses and plowing fields out here. Believe me. You Marxists, you Antifa types, we have our eye on you. Yes, we do. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. I came across an article. Well, I'd already heard about it and was looking for a good way that I wanted to present it, so I decided to go ahead and do it with an article that comes from Newsweek and Correction National Review, and it's called Hillary's Other America by Jonah Goldberg. I am still chuckling, he writes, at Hillary Clinton's speech in India. Among the things she said, if you look at the map of the United States, there is all that red in the middle, places where Trump won. What that map doesn't show you is that I won the places that own 2/3 of America's gross domestic product. I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward. And his whole campaign, Make America Great Again, was looking backwards. You don't like black people getting rights. You don't like women getting jobs. You don't want to see that Indian Americans succeeding more than you are. Whatever the problem is, I am going to solve it. For years I have been writing that the great myth about Hillary Clinton is the notion she shared even a fraction of her husband's political skills. There is no transitive property to marriage. If Bill Clinton could play the xylophone, Hillary wouldn't have gained the skill when she said, I do. So it goes with politics. Bill Clinton would never dream of saying anything like this, having risen in Arkansas politics, not an overperforming state GDP-wise, but he understood how to talk to working-class voters in a way Hillary never learned in 40 years of standing next to him, sagely nodding. So what's wrong with what she said? Well, nearly everything, starting with the fact that she probably believes all of it. It shows that she really doesn't like large swaths of the country. She has a Manichean view, I think he meant Manchurian view, that says people who voted against her are backwards, racist, sexist, and kind of dumb. I don't love the slogan, Make America Great Again, and Lord knows I didn't like Trump's campaign style. But for millions of decent Americans, Trump's programs was optimistic. We're going to make America great again may sound unequivocally racist to the race-obsessed, but that's not how everyone who liked it heard it. How easy and comfortable it must be to think that anyone who voted against you is against black people getting rights. Oh, and the idea that she would offer this argument in India is amazing. I mean, I'm a big supporter of India, but the insinuation that India is immune to the charge that some women are subordinate to their husbands, that some places are backward looking, or that some people are hostile to minorities is hilarious. Crapping on your own country's backyard pathologies in the land of resurgent Hindu nationalism, sectarian strife, and wife burning is not exactly patriotic statecraft. I can only imagine the looks people in the audience gave each other. He continues, now I'm sure liberals think everything she said is true, a sad commentary in itself. But even those liberals should understand how politically absurd all this is, particularly coming from Hillary's endless list of other reasons why she lost. Her vision of America is a mirror version of the liberal caricature of the conservative vision, just as divisive, bigoted, and ultimately as arrogant. So, I am going to take a quick break here, and the best meat of this article is to come.
Use Ajax! Boom, boom. Colgate's new Ajax cleans all bathroom surfaces up to 50% faster. Use Ajax, boom, boom. The foaming cleanser. Boom, 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 boom. Gets things clean just like a whiz. You'll stop paying the elbow tax
when you start cleaning with Ajax.
So use Ajax, boom, boom. The foaming cleanser. Floats the dirt right down the drain.
Ajax leaves no gritty cleanser scum in tub or sink.
So use Ajax, boom, boom. The foaming cleanser. Floats the dirt right down the drain. Ajax, the new scouring cleanser, foams as it cleans.
Ajax cuts grease faster than any other leading cleanser.
Ajax polishes with half the effort. And it smells good, too.
So use Ajax!
And back here at the Last Scout Show Radio Edition, and let us continue on with the National Review article on Hillary Clinton in India just recently. To continue on, which brings me to this. We do not do well with white men, and we don't do well with marriage. This is Hillary Clinton. We do not do well with white men, and we do not do well with married white women. And part of that is an identification with the Republican Party and a sort of ongoing pressure to vote the way that your husband, your boss, your son, whoever believes you should. According to this theory, Hillary Clinton is a champion of women, but only women smart enough to recognize their interests are strong enough to defy the patriarchy. This is a pristine example of the lazy, false conscious narrative that informs so much of feminism. It can't possibly be the case that women agree with their husbands or that their husbands agree with them. I mean, sometimes people who share a worldwide view marry each other. You either agree with and ultimately love Hillary, or you figuratively toil in the fields in your handmaid's tale habit. Occam's Razors offers a much simpler answer. Hillary Clinton wasn't skilled or likable enough to pull it off. She was a known quality, and much of the country wanted something new. Sure, she was dealt a bad hand. I'd be bitter too if I'd won the popular vote but still lost. But Hillary literally ran on the idea that it was her turn to be president, an appeal that only works on people who already believe that her sex or last name entitled her to the job, a ridiculous idea on the merits and an insane one given the political moment she was in. That sense of entitlement explains why she never went to Wisconsin, far more than the stranglehold of the patriarchy or the deplorableness of the of the denizens of backward America. Well, honestly, I don't know what denizens mean. I'll look it up later. But that's the end of the article. But what has really struck me in the narrative on this is the part to where she said in India, we do not do well with white men and we do not do well with married white women. And a part of that is identification with the Republican Party and a sort of ongoing pressure to vote the way that your husband does, your boss, your son, whoever believes you should. You know, I'm just going to throw it out there, and some people are going to get upset by it, but I just really don't care. Hillary Clinton has no clue about the American woman. Hillary Clinton does not know anything about the real women in this country, the backbone in this country. You get women out there that want to have children, that work to raise families, that run households, that do hotel jobs. Some decide to stay home and raise the kids, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that, but for some reason, she really, she's blamed everybody for losing this election. Let's be honest. She has blamed so many people for losing this election. And I tell you what, I'm married to a woman that I wouldn't even begin to tell how to vote. I wouldn't even begin to try to get the missus to bend to my will on a political thing. No, these women voted in the interest of their families. These white women didn't vote because their sons wanted them to vote for Trump. They didn't vote for Trump because their husbands told them to vote for Trump. No, the women, especially in rural America and small town America, and you get away from these cities, and there are a lot in the cities too, but their voices aren't heard because of the majority of the Marxists in the towns. But these women, they voted for the future of their families. They voted for the future of the country. They voted for the future of the Constitution. They know what's going on. You know, just because they're not talking heads on a radio, just because they don't have a YouTube channel, just because you don't hear their voices or you see them, you know, doesn't mean that they don't think for themselves. Oh my God, I mean, what Clinton said, what a big slap against the American woman. Oh my God. You know, you've taken the backbone of this country. Well, the backbone of defending this country is the military. But the heart of this nation and the backbone of this nation evolves around women that are trying to carry on the traditional ways, but they are slapped down. And, you know, for crap that comes out of Hollywood, oh my God, all that stuff's going on. You people know what I'm talking about. You know, you followers of the Last Scout show and the Last Scout radio, you know what I'm talking about. So you have all that going on, and she wants to go over to India. Like, we're not going to hear about it here in America. I mean, already during her campaign, you know, before the election, we were all deplorables anyway. So, you know, types like Hillary Clinton, boy, they're just no good. They're just plain doggone evil. And we know it. And the world knows it. But, you know, most people don't want to say anything. Well, you know, patriotic Americans, patriotic women of all colors, okay, of all backgrounds, know how good America is and how great America can be again under this administration. I mean, the tide's turned. See, the biggest mistake they made, and I know you've heard it 100 times, but the biggest mistake the Clinton campaign made was they never thought they would lose. And so therefore you have all this drama going on within the FBI, the DOJ, the State Department, all these agencies, this massive ripple effect going through. So it's just amazing. And I'll be back with a sum up right after this.
America. Welcome home the brave. The brave men and women who serve their country are coming home. home to their cities and towns, home to their mountains and valleys, home to their families and friends, home to America. Some of these warriors are coming home with wounds you can see, and some with wounds you can't see, like post-traumatic stress disorder. Wounded Warrior Project was created to provide the support these wounded veterans need to ensure their return to America is well-adjusted and successful. But we need your help to ensure that our mission is a success. Help us honor and empower these wounded warriors. Contact us at findwwp.org. America, welcome home the brave.
Well, those of us that live in reality, we know that real women vote the way they want to vote, and they don't need any man to tell them how to vote. So, Hillary Clinton. Oh man, I will not say what I'm thinking. But anyway, I will be a gentleman, even though the, what's a good way to put it? Even though it doesn't deserve it. Anyway, I'm trying so hard to think of this one word. It is just escaping me from medieval times. But anyway, listen, this is going to do it for this edition of the Last Scout Show. You all take care. Have a good day. I am the Last Scout. Say your prayers, pray for the nation, and be good to each other. This is the Last Scout. I'm out, and God bless.